This is 6-time IFBB Bikini Pro Champion Brina Martinez, and I take ZMA5 to make sure that I get the zinc, magnesium, and vitamin B6 needed to keep my immune system healthy and snack strong.
And obviously you're focused on Saturday night with Boucher, but what do you think about facing the Charlo Rosario winner? You'll be the mandatory for that belt should you win Saturday night.
Yeah, that's the mandatory. I'm fighting for that mandatory spot, and I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to getting in the ring with one of those guys to not just fight for one of the straps, but fight for all three straps.
And lastly, does part of you hope it's Charlo that wins so you can run that back with him?
I'm not chasing Charlo. I'm chasing those titles. So if he wins, so be it. And I'm definitely looking forward to a rematch with Charlo. But like I said, I'm looking forward to them titles. That's what I'm chasing. Of course, revenge is bittersweet, and the best revenge is success. But also if I get in the ring with Charlo once again and show him that I'm a total different fighter. And so be it, and I'm looking forward to that.
Going back to your one loss, there's a bunch of ways you could look at it. As one could be disappointment, or the other is something to learn from. How do you look at it? And if you did learn something from it, what was the most important thing you took away from that fight?
I mean, it's definitely something to learn from. It's also disappointing because I definitely I dared to be great. I wanted to be one of those fighters to win a world title early, but I definitely learned that experience is a great teacher, and I took that from that fight, brought it with me, and bounced back, and I'm still bouncing back in a great way, and I soon take over this division.
Hey, how you doing, Erickson?
I'm doing good.
Hey, look, after fights, man, we get online and everything, and fighters, we criticize them and hold things against fighters and whatnot, especially knockdowns and knockouts. Do you think to this point that you've kind of in control of the narrative about who Erickson Lubin is as a fighter?
Well, I know who I am as a fighter. That's why I walk around with my head held high, even after a loss, because I knew I'll bounce back. Just needed to make a few changes in my life. I made the changes, bounced back in a great way, and I'm looking to take over the division.
Got you. You're still a very confident guy, very firm in how you carry yourself and whatnot. But what's the difference in the energy pre-Charlo and now in these last few fights?
Well, I train hard. I train hard for that fight with Charlo, but I just knew I needed to bounce back. The way I train with Kevin Cunningham in camp, we got a game plan that I believe in him the way he believes in me, and this is how I am. This is just me.
All right, and with the unification coming up a week after you guys, what's the ideal statement for Erickson Lubin to make before the unification fight, as well as to the fans?
Well, I just want to go out there and be my best, and I know with me being my best, I always make a statement. I always look good when I go out there and I'm at my best. So I just want to go out there, have some fun on Saturday night, come out with the win, and then we'll talk about what's next. I mean, everything's a process after taking a loss. I just made a few changes in my life outside the ring, and then I got with Kevin, and got a stronger team, and we work hard in camp. My confidence level has always been high. Even after the loss, I didn't, it didn't break my confidence, and I knew that's what I needed to bounce back, and that's what I did. I just kept training, I stood the course.
That's what's up. And so obviously Coach Cunningham has a reputation for being, strict and a very disciplined coach. But for you personally, since you all have been working together, how has he, what would you say the greatest way that he has improved you or, advanced your skill set?
Yeah, he's definitely advanced my skill set. Also, he's hands on, so he's there every step of the way during training camp. When I'm running, he's there. When I'm in strength and conditioning, he's there. So just working with him, I knew I'd get my game to another level, and being able to adjust in the ring, whatever he calls out, he's hands on with me. So that definitely boosted my game to another level.
And so you've said a number of times that, you're not necessarily chasing any particular fighter, but you're chasing the belts. And so of the belts, do any of the belts mean anything more than the rest to you? And if so, which one?
Well, I'm number one in the WBC right now. So if none of them boys want to fight, they're gonna have to give up that belt, the WBC belt. But I'm sure that those are tough guys. They're willing to fight anyone. And after I take care of business on Saturday night, we're looking forward to fighting one of those guys. Whoever comes out on top between Charlo and Rosario, we're gonna get it on for all them belts.
That's what's up. And so fairly early in your career, you had a lot of notoriety and you got on TV pretty fast. And so, you had a light on you pretty early. And so obviously you got your mind on getting your hands on a belt. But are there any up and coming fighters that you kind of got your eye on that you would look forward to fighting in the future?
There's a lot of good up and coming fighters. None specific, but I got my eyes on everybody. I watch boxing from prospects to champions to Hall of Famers. I watch everybody.